guys, I'm waiting to take a bus to do the Pamukkale tour. So let's check it out. Hey, Vern! Hey! I'm waiting at my hotel. And one thing that's kind of interesting is here in Ephesus, Selçuk, things don't get moving too fast at 7 a.m. It's still kind of dark here. Things kind of start going about 9 a.m. So I'll show you outside here. You can see what's going on. So this is 7 a.m. out the hotel door window. And everything's just slow to get going here. It's still pretty dark. All right, so my guide van came here and we're in Kushadasi. Check it out, guys. It's 7:45 and the sun has still not risen yet. It's pretty crazy. So I guess we're waiting for the guide. There's a van driver and I think there's a guide, and maybe it's just me and the guide and the van driver. I don't know. Kind of curious, but 7:45 and it's still not even sunrise yet. Amazing. Now in the Philippines, sunrise happens really early, between 5 and 6 usually. So this is kind of new to me. And that's why everything kind of gets going later here. Everything's kind of moving at about 9 a.m., which is really unusual. But then they stay up pretty late here too. All right, guys, so you're in for a real treat. This is going to be a real interesting place. I didn't really know about it until recently, so here we go. Thought that was kind of neat. Those guys are playing a board game inside their bus, waiting for their people. So here we are at Hierapolis. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, so we're now entering from the south gate of Hierapolis, which was built in the 5th century AD by the Byzantines. But the city was founded by Eumenes II, king of Pergamon, in the 2nd century BC, named after his wife Hiera. So this was an Ionic city. But in the 1st century AD, there was a big earthquake. This is on the same fault line as Ephesus, so there's 4 big earthquakes in this area. The 1st century, 3rd, 5th, and 7th century. So during the 1st century earthquake, all of the structures almost got demolished here.
Wow.
And they reconstructed the city in the Roman way. They Romanized it because by that time, Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian, the Flavius reign of the Roman Empire, took over this area. So the first structure they rebuilt was the gymnasium on the left-hand side of the vehicle. You can see only 5 columns are standing today, but of course it used to be a school for your mind and school for your body. What do I mean by that? They used to teach you philosophy, maths, physics, also wrestling, weightlifting, that kind of thing. So it was a teacher of, it was a place of education. And the teacher, the most important teacher here was Antipatros. The most important teacher here was Antipatros. He was a teacher of Geta and Caracalla. Geta and Caracalla are 2 brothers, and they reigned the Roman Empire at the same time. Their father was Septimus Severus. He is the first Black Roman Empire, and he took reign here in Hierapolis in if you want to, just let me know. Okay. no water in here. The reason why there's no water in here is because if you put too much water inside of the area for too long, there will be moss. To prevent the moss, they let water in here once every 5 days. And on the right hand side, we have the Hierapolis Museum. The museum has 3 compartments. By the way, it used to be a Roman bath. They've converted it into a museum. It's the area with the most tombs in this region. There's over 2.
So it was said that Paul taught in the synagogue in Ephesus. So there had to be, because there was a Jewish community in Ephesus.
Yeah, there was all kinds of communities because it's a trading area.
Okay.
And because it's a trading area, there would be people from Egypt, from Syria, from Europe,
Okay.
all kinds of areas. So being a synagogue there doesn't really, surprise me because there's also an Egyptian temple there too.
Sure.
The Egyptians have never been to Turkey.
Right. Look at that.
Telefon gidiyordu.
church in his name, the one here in that area.
So where is that church in Izmir? Is it?
It's in Pamukkale.
Ah, okay. Okay.
It's about 45 minutes from the airport.
Ah, okay, okay. Ah,
So if you have time, you can go there. It's about 1 hour from Celsius.
okay, okay.
It's open certain times. It's open between 1 and 3 in the afternoon because they want to protect it.
Okay. So what were these buildings here?
So these were council buildings, but because no main tourists come this way, they haven't really explored too much.
Okay.
This would be council house.
How much underground stuff is here? A lot of underground?
But at the moment, or
Just because the Romans did a lot of underground building and cisterns, and I wonder how much is here.
there's in that way nothing much. Because there's left to be excavated, underground city parts, but nothing much.
Are these the tombs here?
Yeah, these are the tubes.
Ah.
Hey, 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 Vern.